freedom and food, integrity and investments, ethics and economics, democracy and development. In short, liberty and prosperity. But that statement of my philosophy is really the end point, the ultimate objective in the quest for the equality of humanity. Let me place this goal in its proper perspective by stating the essential preliminaries. Upon assuming office as Chief Justice of the Philippines on December 21, 2005, I immediately declared my vow to lead a judiciary characterized by 4 Ins: integrity, independence, industry, and intelligence. A judiciary that is morally courageous to stand its ground against the onslaughts of influence, interference, indifference, and insolence. Verily, I envision a judiciary that is impervious to the plague of ships, kinship, relationship, friendship, and fellowship, which many times enfeeble Philippine and indeed Asian culture. A judiciary that battles what I call the acid problems of 1, limited access to justice by the poor, 2, corruption, 3, incompetence, and 4, delay in the delivery of quality judgments. In reforming the judiciary, I shall focus on these 4 acid problems that corrode justice in my country. The Supreme Court is mandated to watch over not only the entire judiciary, but also the Philippine Bar, the vineyard from which our judges take root. Accordingly, I look for legal professionals who courageously uphold truth and justice above everything else, above even their own and their clients' interests and causes. The renaissance of the legal profession should see the emergence of competent and ethical lawyers who are willing and able to stand up for their convictions against all odds, to carry on in spite of seemingly insurmountable opposition, and to be beacons for the weak, the oppressed, and the marginalized. These twin visions of a reformed judiciary and a revitalized legal profession are directed towards what I earlier referred to as the 2 loftier goals of safeguarding the liberty and nurturing the prosperity of our people, while upholding the rule of law and the independence of the judiciary. My advocacy of safeguarding liberty and nurturing prosperity was affirmed during a roundtable conference I had on January 16, 2006, with Professor William Easterly, who had recently published a much-acclaimed book entitled Elusive Quest for Growth. Based on the study of Professor Easterly, the most economically advanced countries, like the United States and many states comprising the European Union, have adopted liberal democracy as their ideal concept of governance, one in which human rights are zealously protected. He added that under these benign regimes, entrepreneurs felt comfortable and thus invested their money for the long term. Acknowledging, though, the different experiences of other models of economic prosperity, like China, Singapore, and Chile, Professor Easterly conceded that there was no single worldwide formula for rapid economic growth. He was, however, resolute in his belief that for the long term, liberty must stand side by side with prosperity as the durable basis for lasting economic success. Allow me then to explain the significance of my philosophy of liberty and prosperity in enriching the economic and judicial development of the Philippines. Safeguarding liberty has long been a traditional expectation from our courts. When pitted against the enormous powers of the state and of governmental institutions, Our Constitution mandates that individual liberties, especially of the poor and the marginalized, must be fully protected. Our history is a witness to the trials and triumphs of the battles of our people and our judiciary for civil liberties, especially those guaranteeing the inviolability of our persons and our homes from arbitrary searches and seizures, of our freedoms of abode and travel, and of the so-called Miranda rights of persons accused of crimes. Recent developments in technology have propelled the evolution of civil liberties. The impact of technology on the election process saw the emergence of the new right to conduct public opinion polls and to publish their results.